building good relationship with clients is important. But clients come and go. People, especially people who are loyal and love what you're doing, they stay for the long haul. How come I'm not building good relationships with them? For me, it's more important for you to build good relationships with your team members.
How do you usually conduct appraisals, like employee evaluation?
We have something we call the reverse annual evaluation. So we don't have an annual evaluation here like most companies do. Oh, you're already a year here. Let's sit down, evaluate how you're doing, do a 360 evaluation, and then if you want a raise, let's talk about it. No, that's not how we do it. So here, the reverse annual evaluation, or RAE as we call it, we ask people to send us an email about everything that they have outside of their job description. That's because if it's within your job description, that's your job. You have to do it. But everything you do outside of your job description for the benefit of the entire organization, that's something valuable to us. You send that over to us alongside your growth plan, which you print out and sign. So the growth plan is all about your projections, what you want to do, who you want to mentor, where you want to grow in, who you want your mentor to be, and your projected salary in 2 years now from today. So you have a growth plan, you have the reverse annual evaluation, and then it gets sent to the execom. That's me, my wife, my brother, and my sister. We check it, and then we try to see for ourselves, okay, should we approve the raise or not? If it's approved, we set a meeting with that person, we sit down with that person, and then we negotiate the salary that they want. Nothing about how are you doing, any difficulty with your work. And the reason behind it is we have it monthly. In fact, bi-monthly. We call it the fast feedback loop. And it's part of the software Teamster, which is for our team unity. The software we use for our team unity. We ask them in the fast feedback loop 3 questions. How are you doing with your work? Is there any difficulty you're experiencing with your work right now? How can I help you out with those? And in a scale of 1 to 10, how well is management running the team? So they can vote from 0 to 10. We have 2 other questions. We call it the white ball and black ball, which is there anyone in the team you want to commend? And is there anyone in the team you think are not upholding our core values? So we allow them to tell us who they think is doing well or who is commendable and who is not.
So like pure evaluation, in a way.
Yeah. So this is bi-monthly. So we know what's happening with them at work. We know how we can help out. And you won't believe it. There are people who say, wala pa kasing salamin yung CR sa girls' CR. Like, ganun kababaw. Pero, it's
feedback.
Siguro, wala na silang maisip. But it's still feedback, right? And that's how people realize the management listens. Is if you solve their problems. Because even if I keep receiving the fast feedback loop answers, but I do nothing about it, people are gonna be thinking that it's useless. It's a hoax. It's more work. There's nothing happening. But if they see that the management is actually trying to solve these problems, creating solutions, and providing what they need, they will feel like the management really cares for us. And that will foster loyalty, which will foster unity. So we don't need an annual evaluation because we have the evaluation bi-monthly between management and team members and vice versa. All we need to do is, if you want a raise, just send us your reverse annual evaluation and growth plan, which you can send once a year. If we deny it, meaning di ka pumasa sa amin, you failed the evaluation, try again next year. So there are some people who wait for, a year and a half, 2 years, so that they can put something significant so that the chances of them being approved is significantly higher. Now, why did we do it that way? Because I'm sick of the annual evaluation. where I need to sit down 50 people and talk with them at
It's
all at this.
exhausting.
It's exhausting, right? Even if we say 30 minutes, you spend 30 minutes per person. Yeah, 30 minutes per person times 50 people, and that's all I'm gonna be doing for 1 month. And some of them don't even have much to say, don't even want a salary increase because they don't think they merit it. It's a waste of time. This is why we do it this way. The feedback loop is automated from them to us. We read it. We make solutions fast, bi-monthly. And then the reverse annual evaluation. It's crystal clear. These are the things they did outside of their job description. We love it. You deserve a raise.
You mentioned the use of Teamster and how instrumental it is for fostering unity,
Mhm.
right? Are there other apps or programs that are instrumental or vital to the team dynamic?
Hallway management, which is I go around the office and I just talk with people randomly. So one thing we have with Teamster as well is the weekly mirror report. Those are the two major reports, the fast feedback loop and the weekly mirror report. The weekly mirror report, we ask them, why should I be happy with what you've done this week?
Mhm.
And then we ask them, what's your highest point of the week and what's your lowest point of the week? The why should I be happy, they would say, oh, because I finished this and that, because this is what I did, so it's work related. What's your highest point of the week? They would say anything personal, work related or not work related that made them elated about their week. The lowest point of the week would be anything from breakups to pets succumbing to their old age and anything. So this report allows me to feel the heartbeat of my people.
Mhm.
And so whenever I do hallway management, I have something to talk about with them. Not just, hey, how's your work? Hey, how's your work? No, it's, hey, I saw your weekly mirror report and it's about this, blah, blah. And so we can talk in depth about it. So that's the purpose of the weekly mirror report. And we also, so what Teamster does is it calculates the sentiments of our team per member, per response. Are they excited, happy, sad, agnostic, or I don't know if we have depressed there. Probably not, right? But so we know if one person is feeling really happy or one person is agnostic, not really responding, not really
Mm.
participating, or if one person is sad. And then we calculate it per team. So I have a big picture perspective on how the team is feeling per team. That's why Teamster is so important to us, because it keeps gossip at bay, it keeps sanction incompetence at bay, keeps the team united. But I think I'm only really going to be needing the sentiments when we've grown to like 100, 120 people. Because I couldn't read all of the... Right now, I read all of those 50 plus reports. I do. And I don't respond to all of them, but I read all of them. Because I want to know what's happening in their lives. So that has allowed me to be able to get in touch with them. Just doing hallway management, tapping them in the back, talking about topics maybe not related to work. Preferably not related to work. So as to get a better feel and we have a better relationship, because building good relationship with clients is important, but clients come and go. People, especially people who are loyal and love what you're doing, they stay for the long haul. How come I'm not building good relationships with them? For me,
Mhm.
it's more important for you to build good relationships with your team members.
They're your hands and feet.
Yep.
And I think it also opens up opportunities for you to minister to them if they're going through tough stuff. Last question.
Sure.
At what point will you realize that you've made it?
When I am on my deathbed. So I'm the kind of guy who, when asked, how long do you want to live? As long as I can. If that's 150, then 150. Because I want to be doing what God wants me to be doing.
Mhm.
And that's, for me, I believe it's writing. Remember, I started with the God in You blog. I realized early on in life, it is a passion of mine to write. I can do it every day. I can do it for hours on end. I could write books. It's just that right now I am an entrepreneur, helping, serving 50 plus people in our organization. I'm speaking, helping, serving in our country about our faith, about entrepreneurship, leadership, management. I am serving through this podcast, this YouTube video. This is content for other entrepreneurs out there to learn from. I have so many things, but if all of these things are taken away, I know that one thing that God wants me to do, maybe towards the end of my life, is to write and write and write and write and publish books about Him and His glory and what I know, and share it with the rest of the world. So to answer that question, I think I've made it when I'm probably going to be meeting my Maker. Because in terms of contentment, there are people who want more, more, more. Enough is never enough. For me, I'm already happy with where I am. I don't want more stuff. It's all temporary. At the end of this life, you can't take anything with you. At the end of the world, it's all gonna burn anyway. However nice your house or car is, it's gonna burn. If that's going to be the future, it's not worth investing in. What's more worth investing in are the people who will remember you. People who you helped. People who you made their lives more meaningful, more valuable, better. People who you gave a future to and a livelihood to. So I'd rather invest in that. In fact, this year, my team knows this. We're trying to create plans for profit sharing. I think we're close to actually making it a reality, that every regular team member would be able to share in the profits, especially the leadership team. That's something that very extremely few companies do. They don't usually share profits with their employees. But for me, that's something that I want to have, because I don't really desire more stuff, more expensive stuff, bigger house, better car. I don't really want that. I'm contented already. If your question about made it is about being contented with what you have, I've already made it. But if it's in terms of made it in and you're pertaining to the work that God has called me to do, it's at the end of my life.
Well said. All right. I think that wraps it up.
All right. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. That's a wrap. Again, we have Mr. John Chua. He is the VP of Operations in StratQuad and Dropify. We are very thankful to have him here with his questions. I couldn't formulate these questions for myself, and I hope you're better for it. I know we're better for it. And until next time, guys, keep leading.